Page 48, long ago. The top of the page, they talk about the triads of C major scale. Could be the triads of any major scale, but I already covered these in detail back on the lesson for page 44 on major and minor triads. If you want to go through that, you go right ahead. All you're doing is you're taking each step of the scale and you're playing a triad with that step as the bottom note. So we would say the triad is built on that step because it's built from the bottom up. So it's here, here. And there's major, minor, and the last one's diminished. I went through all that before. Go watch the video on page 44, the lesson, and I go into a lot of detail on that. Let's talk about this long thingy. Look it over, it's a little over a page long. Treble and bass clef. No sharps or flats in the key signature. This is in the key of C major, so go ahead and do the scale for C major and also the scale for A minor, because A minor has no sharps or flats either. Although I use the harmonic minor, which has a G sharp in it, but as far as the key signature goes, it's no sharps or flats. A 4/4 time. Let's take this one hand at a time, make sure we got everything working okay. The right hand starts here. And you don't need a lot of these finger numbers. You need a finger number when you move the hand, and that's pretty much it. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to change hand positions on the repeated E's. We got 2 E's, so we go 3, 2. So we go here. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and... Measure 4, stretch up a little bit, we're going back down. We'll do that some more. Let's go down to the last line on page 49, measure 15. You're here, stretch down. Now we got these, and then 2, and then this. Left hand, well, you got the chords. C chord, and then we're going up the scale here on these triads. This chord, and then this one, and this one, and then down here. So it's here to here. Again, you don't have to use all the notes. It's not a triad anymore because there's only 2 notes, but it's here. And then here, and back down. Measure 9, you're playing the same notes. Rest and. So before you get those, okay. Then we put the hands together, and when I first do this, I hesitate, but that's okay. I'm just trying to figure out how the hands are working together. So we're here at the beginning, these notes, and these notes, the left hand comes up, and then here, left hand comes up, come up again, the left hand. Now the left hand's going to go down 2. Here the thumb comes up in the left. So you're moving this left hand. Now you want to get eventually where you can move up or down one key like this without even looking. You can feel one key. It helps a lot. Now go over to measure 9. Now we're playing the same note name. So forth. Okay. So once I put the hands together, I go back through slowly and get rid of the hesitations. So it's a steady beat. I'll speed it up later. Right now, what's important is no hesitations anywhere. And when the hesitations come back, and they will, you got to stop and work them out again. Don't ever let a hesitation stick around. They tend to become permanent if you don't fix them pretty quick. Then I add the articulation, and here we got this very connected. Lift up, lift up. Just a little, like taking a breath. This left hand, you can't connect it, but come, do the best you can. You can't lift both hands at the same time at the end of a phrase. Yeah. Now measure 9, the melody is, see the left hand gets a couple notes in the melody, but you're going to connect all that. Lift up, and lift up. So lift up between the phrases. Now on the last line there, last two measures, you can lift up. Those are slurs, but you can go ahead and lift up. Yeah, you can go ahead and lift up. You gotta move, so okay. Then the dynamics. MP at the beginning is mezzo piano, and it applies to the melody, which is the right hand. What do you think moderately soft is, or sort of soft? You crescendo out to moderately loud there. And back down. See the two hairpins? You look in the middle of them when you get this, and you see that's your target. That's where you're headed. So here it's a G, and then down, then come back down. Ideally, you would feel that, but they're helping you out. They're telling you, this is what I want you to do, so feel it. Well, eventually, you would just do it. You get the same thing over on measures 5 and 6. Now, measure 9, this is forte, this is loud, but the melody is in the right hand except for those two G's in the left. That's melody. So this, soft, and then soft. So there's only two notes in the left hand that are loud. I know they're playing the same notes, but to me, that doesn't make it all melody. This is melody. That's melody. Everything else is background. So this just happens to be an octave apart, but it's still harmony. Then you have a hairpin to come down and measure 10. Now you're soft. The left hand is very soft. Idea. So I'll add in the dynamics, and then I'll think about the speed. If you're going to sing it, just somewhere in the middle. Smoothly is no speed, and the curves, the curve line and all tells you it's smooth. You feel it. It's just a gentle piece. Not slow, but not super fast either. Now they've added pedal. Well, okay, why are we using pedal? That's the big question. Here, for the most part, we're using pedal to help connect the left hand. These, I can't connect them. I need pedal to help me out. Really, other than that, we really don't need pedal on here because it tends to mess things up. So if I pedal it just the way it's shown, because that's what I start with, and then if I don't like the sound, and I won't, then I'll adjust the pedal at that time. It's going to be overlapping pedals, so I'm going to put the notes down first and then the pedal, and I'm going to change the pedal after I play the notes. So the pedal lags behind the hands. Here, here. See? And that's the effect the pedal has, and in my opinion it totally ruins it. I don't want this. That just sounds terrible because it's slow enough a person has time to hear the terribleness. If it were quick, we could get away with it. A little, but this isn't a quick piece. So what I want to do is adjust the pedal a little bit. I want to connect the chords. So I'm going to push the pedal down long enough to connect the chords, and that's it. So it's like the last eighth note or so before here, right before I change it. This connects the chords only. Here, if I pedal it that way, and at the end of a phrase, I'm going to lift up. There's no pedal here. I want to hear the silence. And at measure 8, I lift the pedal up. I want to hear silent for the new phrase. Measure 8, there you can pedal that because there's nothing going on. Then lift up with the hands. And we don't pedal this, of course. And that's what I would recommend you do with the pedal. Just cut some of this out. We don't need all this stuff. You listen, what do you like? And that's, you adjust it, because how you pedal has to do with interpreting the music. It's like the dynamics and the phrasing and all that stuff. It's all interpretation. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The left hand's playing on it. Makes it a little easier. And the last couple of measures, you pedal all of that too. That's fun. Now, please don't copy me. You don't have to take it at that speed. You can experiment with the dynamics a little more. You can adjust the pedaling as you see fit. There's all kinds of things. Try different things out. You want to get to the point where you can play this with feeling. However, once you can play it well enough with no hesitations, let's play it together and check that you have the correct notes and rhythms. I'm not going to do louds and softs, and I'm not going to do the pedaling. You don't need the pedaling on it. You hear the notes better without the pedaling. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and 2. And 4 and 4 and 4 and. And 4